Did I ever regret? No. I mean, uh, it's like till now like a 22-year-old story. But I knew from a very young age that I want to do art, whether it was drawing or paintings. And once I discovered music, I knew that was probably going to be my thing. So I didn't want to compromise. Although along the way I did have a few compromises, but we still managed to stay a band, and now we're going for it full time. So yeah, no regrets, no regrets. Yeah, yeah, totally. I remember when we were like 15 or 16, me and Ishai, the guitar player, we were kind of fantasizing because we were always into like Fat Records bands and all this, you know, the 90s punk at the time. So we were fantasizing about, wow, how cool would it be to play shows with Good Riddance or be friends with Lagwagon or No Use or No Effects, and then all that stuff happened at some point. So. But I was amazed to discover that all these bands are, they have like this family thing about them. They're, it's like a whole punk rock community that there's nobody's acting like a dick or acting like a rock star, or like everyone's cool and down to earth. So I was glad, yeah, that's like a dream plus come true. Yeah, the punk scene in Israel, I think it's slowly rising. It's been like that for a long time. There's been a few ups and downs along the way, but punk bands lately are starting to fully realize that if they want to do something or if they want to get somewhere with their music, they have to get out of Israel. They have to start touring. And there are many bands that do that. One of them is not on tour. There's also Kids Insane. There's Manto Gecko. There's a few bands that just take their shit out of Israel, and I think Not on Tour is doing very well in Europe right now, actually. So. They were always important for me, but I don't think as important. I always try to stay away from politics and being the main songwriter of the band. I just wanted us to be a band, like let the music speak for itself. But for the past few years, things have been getting so sketchy and weird in Israel that even if politics doesn't. Even if you're not dealing with politics most of the time, it just finds its way into you, like whether it's on Facebook or whether it's on TV, it's just surrounding you all the time. So eventually it crawled its way into one song, and one song turned into two, and then I was like, wow, I'm really pissed off at the state of Israel. And eventually I left for like a half a year. I was just like done with it. But I go visit there sometimes. I like settle down after tours. But yeah, so... That's as far as the politics go. I think the first one, Land of Idiocracy, that kind of sums up for me the whole state of frustration that me and many others are in, of not only the political state of Israel, but also the religious state of Israel, and the way that everyone's living by all these, boxes, all these rules, and this age to that age you do this age to that age you do army, this age you need a family. So it was just like a big fuck you to everything, because I'm 37 now, and I'm considered a grown up. But I have my own way of looking at the world, and I guess there may be a few others that see it that way too. What gives me hope is that there are many other people, I think, like me, that think outside the box and don't succumb to the 9 to 5 routine. And I'm just a person that has a hard time living by rules in general. It doesn't mean everything, but it's many of the aspects of life. Anything. So I have a problem with people telling me what to do. I want to say what to do. So when you have I think the fact that there's many others out there that think this way, these are the people that are bound to bring some change into the world. I could tell you there's a German band I'd love to work with. They're called the Beatsteaks. Yeah, yeah, we love the Beatsteaks, all of us. I think we were supposed to tour with them like a very long time ago, and that didn't work out. But we'd love to do some shows with them. They're a fantastic band. What else? German bands. Do Nots are cool. Those two come to mind right now. But yeah, the Die Totenhosen experience was awesome. They treated us like family. They took care of us every night before the show. Either the singer or the bass player, they would come on stage and introduce us. So it was awesome. I think in general, the punk scene in Europe. I don't want to step on anybody's foot here. I got to think a bit about this answer, because great things are happening in the punk scene in the U.S. I just spent a long time over there, but I'm always happy to come to Europe or Germany, for a matter of fact. When I see a bunch of punks hanging out on the street, I kind of notice that they really mean it. They're really a part of this lifestyle. They're not just putting on a show, whereas in, I don't know, other places it feels like kind of pulled off. Once they get home, they change into normal clothes and then they go to work. But over here, there's always like a true feeling over here. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I get from being in Germany. Yeah. Wow. So many times on tour with Lagwagon. Let me see. I didn't prepare any stories, so I have to think a bit. I think just in general, Lagwagon asking to take us on tour the first time it happened was just crazy for us, because we grew up listening to them, as I said before, from an early age, and it was like our heroes are taking us on tour. We get to see them every night. We get to learn from them because they're all amazing musicians there, and they're such a killer band. Crazy stories. Maybe there are some stories that are not. I'm not supposed to say. I don't know. I think we're all pretty cool guys. Like we don't cause too much shit around. Like everyone's here for a good purpose, to celebrate punk rock. Yeah, yeah, we're very close. I just did a tour with Joey Cape a few months ago, a solo tour, and I'm supposed to record a record with him for 1 Week Records in November. So so we're all good friends. We're all buddies. We talk a lot on email and Facebook.